Hello, Philip, and everybody else who sees this video, and dear friends in Germany. I'm happy to be communicating with you. I have fond memories of our meeting last year at the World AIDS Conference in Munich, where I got to know Philip and the interpreters and other deaf friends. That was a wonderful time that I'm happy to remember. And I'm grateful that you welcomed me to Germany. My name is Edgar. And I live in Uganda, in East Africa. I have a good education myself, and I also graduated from university. After my studies, I looked for work, but it was difficult because of many barriers. And last year, I finally found a job and was very relieved. I took on the management of a research project run by the Deaf Association in Rwanda. The aim of the study was to research educational opportunities for deaf people and to find out what barriers exist for them specifically. The project was funded by the US aid from the USA. Because the new US president has now cancelled the funding, the entire project had to be cancelled halfway. That really affected me personally, and I had to deal with shock and uncertainty. How will I find work? Where will I get money? How will I pay for my house? And how will I be able to provide for my children? What I had built up for my life has collapsed, and I have a lot of worries about how to continue. Through my work on the project, I traveled to various countries in Africa, which I used to also do awareness-raising work on the subject of AIDS in the deaf community. I can't continue doing that now either. My life has changed significantly, and I now have a strong desire to start my own business. This will help me to continue my life in a good and self-determined way. I love driving, and I'm a good driver. So I had the idea that if I had a van, I could work as a taxi driver. Driving a taxi is a good source of income that would allow me to earn a living. It is really hard for deaf people to find a place of employment in Africa. This is a big problem and leads to many precarious or insecure living situations. That's why I'm now asking you, my friends in Germany, to support me with your donations. I have the equivalent of 1,000 euros in savings, which is far too little. I would need 10,000 euros for a new van. I am in contact with a person who could help me get a second-hand car for 5,000 euros. Many taxi drivers also use second-hand vehicles, only they will need repairs quite often, but it can also work. So I am asking you to support me with your donations so that I can organize my life independently of employment. I would love to start my own business with the help of your donations. Thank you so much. Your donations will go to Philip first, and Philip will then send the money to me. Thank you very much. Bye.